Good evening. I'm Stacey Amos for News Channel 8, and these are the top stories that we have for you tonight. Senator Russell lets loose on the Constitutional Convention, an armed robbery on St. Thomas. Guess who's been deemed the happiest in the Caribbean? And Jamaica celebrates number 50. Those stories and more up next for you on News Channel 8. Top story tonight, the proposed Virgin Islands Constitution is still top of mind. Recently, Senate President Ronald Russell has taken a lot of criticism on the issue. News Channel 8's Wes Small files this report.
Thank you very much, Stacey. A very busy Senate President Ronald Russell. First of all, from Channel 8 staff and family, as the senator just came from a funeral, I want to say our condolences and sympathy to the Weeks family, that's for sure. Senator, a very hot topic, the VI Constitutional Convention now. I understand it could be in the hands of your fellow senators and yourself, but you are taking blows over the airwaves. A lot of people calling you this and that. And it's a diversification of class, divide classes. It's a hot topic, that's for sure. What do you have to say about the Constitutional Convention at this time and where it stands with your fellow senators?
Oh, well, first, Wes, let me say that we have meetings scheduled for next week. We begin in St. John on July 23rd. We move to St. Thomas July 25th. And to St. Croix on July 27th, begin at 6 o'clock. So let me begin by inviting you, the public, to come out and testify and participate in the revision of a constitution or participate in a process that we could renew, we could change, we could modify, because the Constitution is everybody's Constitution. Second, Wes, let me say one thing, okay, very clearly. There are portions of that Constitution as drafted that discriminates against people by creating classes. That's what apartheid did. Apartheid had a class for white people and black people. The U.S. Constitution started on classes, and the cases went to court to do away with classes. And any part of the Constitution that's drafted that discriminates against people not born here, or children who are born here, but their parents were born in another island, is wholly wrong. And the people should rally behind me, because there are many Virgin Islanders who weren't born here, who care about the territory. They had children here who should be given the same rights and privileges as everybody who was born here. So creating a class system in a constitution is wrong. And maybe people are afraid to say it to us, but I will stand up for what's right, because I was elected to stand up for what's right. And to have a constitution lingering like that, that has a class system set up in it, and that the President of the United States said, you have to change this. And then I hearing some people saying, the delegates, that I'm trying to do something wrong. I am correcting a wrong that was done to the majority of people who weren't born here, who move here, who were born here, that their parents were born someplace else, that call the Virgin Islands their home. We live in America West. Everybody should have equal rights and opportunities to run for any office they want to run for.
Even governor.
Even governor.
Even if you're not born here.
Absolutely. Because the people will judge. If we, and I am well educated and I believe I will stand on my own ground, and the Virgin Islands have always had people who are well educated, the people will decide. You can't decide in a constitution to discriminate by defining classes, Wes. That's wrong. So I want the people to stand up with me. This is a very important issue. And some people saying, well, this ain't the issue to deal with. The time is right to do the right thing now. Discrimination in a document like that is wrong. Martin Luther King stood up. Mahatma Gandhi stood up. Nelson Mandela, all of them stood up against wrong by classes that were created to discriminate and give some people privileges over other people. So I will stand my ground, because I believe in doing the right thing. The people of the Virgin Islands could always decide who they want to lead them. but they should be given, everybody should be given an option, a fair, just playing field. So I stand in my ground on this Constitution, and we're moving forward.
Senate President Ronald Russell on the hot topic of the VI Constitutional Convention, and we'll hear more about this topic later. Under the 8, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
In other news, there was an armed robbery in the Smith Bay area of St. Thomas over the weekend. VIPD spokesperson Melody Rames has more.
Police on St. Thomas are investigating a first-degree robbery that occurred at Value Foods Grocery in Estate Smith Bay. The owners told police that on Saturday, July 7th, an armed man came into the store demanding money. No one was injured during the robbery. Police were dispatched to the store at about 8:45 p.m. Witnesses said there were at least 4 persons, including the 2 owners in the store, when a man about 5'9" tall, wearing a straw hat, a black shirt, black pants, and black shoes, carrying a handgun, came in. The suspect demanded money, which was given to him from the cash register. He also took money and credit cards from the owner's purse. After the robbery, the suspect fled the store, and the male owner pursued him around the northwest side of the building. Witnesses told police that the suspect may have fled the area in a white or brown 4-door Chevy or Toyota vehicle. Police are on the lookout for a vehicle matching that description. This case is being actively investigated by the Criminal Investigation Bureau, and police urge anyone who has any knowledge regarding this crime or any other crime to call detectives at 714-9834, 715-5522, or if you wish to remain anonymous, you can call Crime Stoppers USVI at 1-800-222-TIPS.
A St. Croix police officer was recently arrested on domestic violence charges. Domestic violence detectives on St. Croix arrested 26-year-old Leisha Lammy and charged her with simple assault and battery, disturbance of the peace, and domestic violence in connection with an incident that occurred between her and her estranged husband. Lammy is a Virgin Islands police officer and has been placed on leave without pay pending the results of the internal and criminal investigation. The incidents occurred on June 24th at about 1:30 p.m. in Christiansted. On a happier note, the Elmo Plaskett Little Leaguers traveled to the Latin American baseball tournament to represent our territory on Friday. News Channel 8's Wes Small caught up with them before they left.
We got the Elmo Plaskett Little League.
Wes.
All right, Wes is always best. Coach
Samuel.
I got short-term memory loss. You guys know that. All right, give yourselves a round of applause here. We're going to Guaynabo for the Latin American tournament. I see you got to look at the lineup to make sure you got all their last names. I caught you.
Yes.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Any last words as y'all go off and talk to the community representing the VI?
Well, thanks for the community support, and next year we're looking for more support and donations from the community, and we're going to try and do our best and bring back the crown.
You got to bring it home, right?
Yeah.
All right, where's the catcher at now? Where's the catcher? Right there, right? Get down there. Give them signs, baby. Give them signs for the fastball. What's the fastball?
1.
Don't give it all up. They might be watching. You know how they are, man. Coach, what do you think your chances are?
Well, our chances are good as everybody, as we're going there 0-0 like everybody, that's all.
Give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
All right, and you parents out there, I know you behind the scenes and you're home watching tonight. It's on YouTube, millions of people. Boop, boop, boop. We're going to bring it on home, right? Bring it on home?
Yeah.
All right. When will we get some results from you guys?
Well, I'll call now and then, and Bobby calls a video show and get some results.
And then we'll hook y'all up with the results.
Yeah.
Everybody be careful, okay? Get plenty of rest and all that. One more time, round of applause. All you parents, coaches, people who've given donations, we've seen them off at Henry Rolson, straight to Guaynabo. All right, catcher, do your thing, baby, do your thing. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
And we wish them the best of luck. So who are the happiest people in the Caribbean, and why is Guyana's president not happy? That's all up next in your Caribbean Report.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Now here's your Caribbean Report. From St. Lucia, the island is the latest of 9 Caribbean nations to receive a new wave of assistance from the U.S. government to help intercept drug transshipments destined for U.S. shores. From Antigua, at least 5 police officers are expected to appear before the court, allegedly facing criminal charges. Reports are that 2 of the lawmen have been charged with causing grievous bodily harm and are expected to appear before a magistrate on Friday. From the Dominican Republic, the beaches of Barcelo Bavaro Beach Resort received the International Environmental Education Foundation's Blue Flag certification, which makes the country the leader in Latin America with 14 such distinctions. From Guyana, the Roman Catholic Church has lambasted the state-owned Guyana Chronicle for an editorial that has been viewed in some quarters as seeking to incite race hatred between Africa-Guyanese and East Indians. From Jamaica, it's official, Jamaicans are the happiest people in the Caribbean. That's according to the first United Nations commissioned World Happiness Report, which also ranked Jamaica 40 out of 156 nations worldwide. From Trinidad, environmental authorities are conducting investigations into a lead poisoning scare at Santa Rosa West, which is a residential development populated by thousands of people. Health Minister Dr. Fuad Khan says lead poisoning is a serious health hazard affecting the kidneys and bones, especially those of growing children. From Curacao, just as it did for Caribbean islands such as Anguilla, Puerto Rico, and St. Lucia, ABC's Bachelor/Bachelorette series is expected to give Curaçao's tourism numbers a major push when the first episode of The Bachelorette airs on July 9th from Curacao. From Jamaica, Jamaica's tourism department has earned $1.12 billion in gross foreign exchange receipts for the first 6 months of the year. From St. Vincent, the main opposition NDP says it will soon unveil a plan to save the banana industry and acknowledged it would take a significant amount of money. From Montserrat, Montserrat has launched a campaign aimed at raising the awareness of the critically endangered mountain chicken that is found only on the overseas British territory and Dominica. From the Dominican Republic, the options in the country are jail, the army, the factory, or baseball. A Dominican ball player once told sports writer Dave Zurin, and a new documentary film, Pelotero, is an expert display of this quote. In the Dominican Republic, ball players, or peloteros, are raised like cash crops. Pelotero is set to be released in theaters, iTunes, and on demand on July 13th. And in your cricket update, Guyana's president, Donald Ramotar, has blasted the West Indies Cricket Board's move to play last weekend's 2020 doubleheader against New Zealand and Florida, labeling it an abomination, saying it was unfair to regional governments who had spent millions of dollars to develop stadiums in respective Caribbean territories. Please be sure to check our Facebook page for all full stories and details in the Caribbean Report. Now, Jamaica is celebrating 50 years of independence. News Channel 8's Wes Small has the story.
I'm here with Dr. Adisa. She's with the Jamaican Cultural Society Group, and they're celebrating 50 years of independence. And since we just had our Emancipation Day here, Doc, this is very important. You're going to tell us about a function that's going on
I'm absolutely going to tell you about a function.
Yes,
so there are a number of Jamaicans here, and this is really the first time. We don't have an official organization. This is really the first time we're coming together because 50 years of independence is so important.
Yes.
And Jamaica is such an important place for the Caribbean as well as the rest of the world because of reggae. So on August 4th at the Botanical, we're having a 4-hour celebration. We're going to be having speeches by local officials, singing of the national anthem, both St. Croix and the American and the Jamaican national anthem. And then we're going to have authentic Jamaican food, and I want to emphasize authentic. In fact, we're having some Jamaican patties that's coming in from Miami and Jamaica the day before and things like that. Wow. But it's really just a celebration to honor, the Jamaicans who are living here. And it's not just for Jamaicans, I want to emphasize that. We want to invite our Crucian friends and other people from the islands. We're going to be having saxophone music by Barry Diaz, who's going to be playing the saxophone.
I know Barry very well.
We're going to be having a DJ, and then we're going to be having about a 45-minute of entertainment, which takes us through the gamut of Jamaica literary and historical figures.
Wow.
So poems by Louise Bennett and Claude McKay, If We Must Die, excerpts of speeches by Marcus Garvey.
I knew Garveyism would be in there.
Right, and Michael Manley, and then some folk songs, just so that people who are not familiar with Jamaica will become familiar with Jamaica. And I also want, the tickets are $40, and the proceeds go to help Project Help in St. Croix, as well as the Port Antonio Hospital in Jamaica. So we really want to invite people to come out to this amazing celebration at the Botanical Garden on August 4th. And that is going to be a full array. There's also going to be video looping of various scenes and cultural icons in Jamaica that will be there. We're going to start off with a cocktail at 6:30, and then we're going to have a formal dinner, and then there's going to be entertainment, and we're going to end with 2 hours of dancing to reggae and soca.
Don't give up too much. Don't get save something.
Right. So we invite people, if you're interested, to find out more details, to call Sandra Gautier at 340-277-6994 or Richard Grant at 340-642-7012. So that's the celebration of Jamaica Independence 50th year on August 4th at the Botanical Garden.
Thank you very much, Doc. That was eloquently said. Just like a lot of Jamaicans, they lay it down right down there. You know, a good friend of mine, Winston Nugent.
Yeah, I know Winston.
Poet. Everyone, I know he will. And it's really something, because July 27th, the beginning of the Olympics, I wonder how many gold medals Blake and Bolt are going to be bringing down by the time your function is there.
And we will be celebrating. We'll be celebrating those.
Maybe, maybe not.
Oh no, they're going to come down.
Maybe
you know, they're
not.
going to show up. They're going to show.
Doc, thank you very much. We look forward to seeing that. That's August 4th, Botanical Gardens. Happy 5-0 to all our brothers and sisters from Jamaica.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Back to you, Stacy. I'm West Small for News Channel 8.
And congratulations, Jamaica, for being the happiest in the Caribbean. Coming up, it's all about hair.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Well, get ready for it. Over the weekend, Natural Expressions put on the Nice and Natural Hair and Fashion Affair. Here are the highlights.
No bones or blood in this kitchen. ITAL means natural, free of preservatives and artificial additives. ITAL is vital. Ask her what's bubbling in her yaba pot, and she'll tempt you to sample a taste. As she passes, you can get a whiff of her sweet, spiced fragrance.
Salon owner. Tafrika opens her beauty salon at the same time every day. Her tropical flower garden is her prized possession. If she only knows what lays within the soil and moss of that particular display.
Good afternoon. This is from Team Teresa. Teresa has the exotic peacock team. And we have Kanika Peterson modeling a homemade feathered outfit. The top is a chocolate brown feather corset or bustier. The bottom is a bright white feathered hot pants.
They teach our youth that natural hair is unappealing and lacks versatility and manageability. That locks are especially unattractive. That natural locked hair can stifle one's dreams through unemployment. They encourage us to look outside of our natural selves and create a desire to be or like what we are not. So their hair is fried straight, only for them to later be confronted by the truth of their roots.
Being a strong black woman in today's society is hard enough as it is. But everyone knows who who run the world. Girls, we can handle it fresh out of salon. Diva, she steps out on the town. Medusa is in this present time is about to wreak havoc. She's not only beautiful, but elegant too.
The vegetation is lush and plentiful. Out on a drive, slow down for an experience of St. Croix's West End, where the natural is a mystical treasure. Yes, it's undeniable. You're traveling on Mahogany Road. While the cities and town are busy, she makes sure to keep herself grounded.
We have our male peacock, and this is from Camp Teresa. And our male model is wearing a royal blue feathered cape, which is handmade by Teresa. He also is wearing a royal blue burlap, better known as crocus, capri shorts.
Her cobweb hairpiece is immaculate and just as bold as she is. She sports her attire with her head held high, causing more insult to injury. The black bodice of her dress is trimmed with braids. The skirt is flowy and shifts with her every move. Her fishnet stockings and boots trimmed with braided and her hair toss shows that sexy is what makes a pretty girl rock.